Wood.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're present in case State of Ohio versus Dana Vance, case number 25 CR 110. The defendant is present today in court represented by counsel. We are here on the state's motion to terminate community control for the rule violation of not attending her intensive outpatient program. Thank you.
Mr. Harrison, how does she wish to proceed today?
Your Honor, we would waive the preliminary hearing.
You're going to waive the final hearing also?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then are you going to plead guilty, Ms. Vance, to the violation?
Yes, I am.
What is your plea to that violation that's been alleged here?
Guilty.
Oh, I'm sorry, guilty?
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. So we were here July 2nd. There were some mandatory provisions here. First being 60 days in prison. Second being a drug and alcohol program. And I indicated that you were to do the IOP program and follow all recommendations. So what seems to be the problem with the IOP?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm so terrified right now. I can't even get the words out of what I'm saying. There was a lot of medical complications and other complications that, that caused me not to attend all the time regularly, but when I spoke with my caseworker, I thought that, I completed it after 4 months. We were supposed to talk to the supervisor, but it is my fault that I should have continued to go until they told me to stop. There was just a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding about the process, and I'm very sorry.
I don't think there's any miscommunication. You were supposed to go 3 times a week until it was completed. And I think from what Ms. Randazzo found out, in about the space of 10 or 11 weeks, you went 10 times. Okay? So you didn't do it.
Your Honor.
And there's no excuse for you not doing it. Now, the information that she found out from Signature Health is vastly different from what you just told me. And you told her that you completed it, right?
No, I did not, Your
Did you
Honor.
tell Ms. Randazzo you completed it? The program?
I said they were sending us a letter to her about possibly completing it, but if there was more IOP that needed, I would go back.
All right.
And I would send my bloody body back to that.
Hold on. What did they tell you at Signature Health, Ms. Randazzo?
First, I requested the records due to Ms. Vance stating she completed her IOP, and I asked what the aftercare recommendations were, and she indicated they were to just continue her mental health counseling. All of that seemed realistic had she completed IOP. So I then requested the records, obtained the records, which indicated she stopped attending the sessions as of December 22nd and was discharged as of January 20th.
Okay.
And they brought up numerous times in this meeting with her, making it a priority, and showing up to the groups, but she did not.
Mr. Harrison?
Your Honor, thank you. My client has complied with all parts of your court order except for this one, and,
See,
not...
but that's probably the most important one, okay? Because she was here in 18 for an OVI, for a felony.
Your Honor, I would agree with you. It is
So-
the most important one that she is definitely wishing to recomply with, and based on the description of events that you've enumerated, I could see how someone who is not familiar with the process could believe that she had completed a program when she had not completed a program, not knowing the number of days necessary.
I don't believe that, and quite frankly, I don't think she believes that, okay? I don't think she can't possibly believe that. So I don't believe that she believes that.
Your Honor, she's taking her sobriety seriously as evidenced by the non-positive alcohol tests, by the regular participation in AA. She's complying substantially with 99% of your order, and she is having a hiccup with this singular part, albeit the most important part, and we would just ask the court to allow her an opportunity to fully dedicate herself to the program instead of sending her to the Lake County Jail or back to prison so that she can finish her treatment finish what she is already working on and going down with the other substantial compliance.
Do you have a sponsor?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Right. What's your treatment for mental health?
My EMDR counseling, and if I wanted to add any extra counseling with that, she takes me on as a telehealth and the EMDR trauma therapy counseling. And then I have case management, and my psychiatrist is through Signature Health as well.
So, I don't know if you, I don't know if you understand the precarious position you're in. You've got an OVI in 4, 10, 11, 13, 18 is a felony 4. This one's a felony 3. Six of these things. Now, I gave you the minimum prison sentence on this one. You know what the maximum is? Do you remember what the maximum is? 5 years.
Okay.
Okay? So you're screwing around with 5 years in prison.
I know,
I
I
mean,
don't,
how were the 60 days?
horrible.
Horrible.
Absolutely
Imagine how
horrible.
horrible 5 years would be. You don't have any room to screw around.
No, Your Honor, I don't.
And make no mistake, you are screwing around, okay? And you're lying to her about it, and you're in here and not being truthful with me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So, where are you working?
I'm not working at the moment.
Okay. So your obligation at this very moment is doing your mental health counseling, 5 AA meetings a week. Those are your obligations right now.
Right, I'm sorry.
And so those obligations don't overwhelm your time such that you can't complete an IOP in the time and space that it's to be completed.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Now, I don't know why that didn't dawn on you after you got out of prison. If prison were so bad for 60 days,
It was awful.
you'd think it'd light a fire under your ass to complete the provisions you have to complete to stay out of there.
I'm sorry.
That's what I would think. I think that would have motivated you to do what you're supposed to do.
I don't want to go back. I'll do anything to just go
Well,
back
all
to
you gotta
IOP.
do is comply with the conditions.
I will, Your Your Honor.
And
I
you're not
promise.
time pressed such that you can't comply with the conditions.
Okay.
Ms. Wood?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is recommending that the defendant be sentenced to prison for this violation. She has a lengthy criminal history, several prior OVIs. She has 5 prior OVIs, and the public needs to be protected from her conduct. The next OVI offense could include a 5 and 20 specification, which is additional mandatory prison time.
120, right? I think.
The 5 and 20 spec between 1 and 5 years.
1 and 5, oh,
1 and 5
mandatory
years.
time.
Right. The defendant was placed on community control back in 2009 in Cuyahoga County. She was granted intervention in lieu. She violated intervention in lieu. It was terminated. She was sent to prison. She was released through judicial release in 2010, and she continued to violate probation back in 2009. She then continued to pick up new criminal offenses. She has several prior OVI convictions. She was on community control to this court in 2018 for a felony 4 OVI. She was ordered to complete mental health counseling through Signature Health. Among other conditions to assist her, she violated probation back in 2019 by not following the recommendations of the jail treatment program, failing to attend her mental health appointment at Crossroads, and probation was continued in that older case. She then picked up this present case, was given a minimum sentence for prison, was placed on community control, given another opportunity to address her substance abuse and mental health issues, and she has chosen not to attend her intensive outpatient program here. The pre-sentence report completed for this case, the defendant reported that she had been involved with Signature Health since 2014. She did an IOP before, so she knew the requirements. She did an IOP in early June 2025. She reported that she was attending class Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 9 to noon. So she was well aware of what the requirements were of her. I can't imagine if she's not working how she couldn't manage to get herself to Signature Health to attend these classes and the AA classes. There's been a rehabilitation failure. The public needs to be protected from her conduct. Thankfully here she did not injure herself or any other people driving on the road. But her performance has demonstrated that she would not be a beneficial candidate of community control. She has prior prison numbers, she has prior OVI offenses, she has not taken probation seriously, and so we'd ask that she be sentenced to prison in this case. Thank you.
Now, is there anything wrong that she said?
Yeah, it sounds,
About the past?
sorry.
Your Honor, I would, not about the past, but we would not agree with the characterization that things are not being taken seriously at this time. And we would also disagree with the assertion that there is a public protection necessary because my client has not tested positive for alcohol. She is not driving. We are finally reaching a point in my client.
Yeah, but if she doesn't address this problem, how, when she does begin it, because she's eligible to get her license in a few years, okay? If she's been doing this stuff since she was 14 years old. If she doesn't address the problem, then she remains in danger.
But she is addressing the problem, Your Honor, as we've
She
noted.
wouldn't be here if she can address the problem or she can properly address the problem. I want her to properly address the problem.
And I would argue, Your Honor, that she's beginning to properly address the problem. She has substantial compliance with
I'll tell
almost
you
all
what,
of your
though,
code
God
orders.
damn it, the first thing she's got to do is not give a line of bull to her, okay? If she had a problem when she started the IOP for whatever reason, be it medical or otherwise, then she should address it with her. And then she can work with her.
I agree, Your Honor.
But one of the first things she did was ask if she could switch her out for Craig Berry, because she don't like her. Okay?
I agree, Your Honor, but I don't know that that's a substantial action that would result in a justifiable prison sentence. My
Well,
client,
justifiable is whatever I find justifiable.
I agree, Your Honor, but she is substantially complying with your order. She is working through the process. She has a sponsor with AA. She is not driving. She is managing
That's one out
to,
of 11 things I told her to do is to get a sponsor.
but she's doing easily 9 to 10 out of the 11 things, Your Honor. She's navigating the ability to transport herself to and from her appointments without the ability to drive, which is a substantially difficult thing in itself. All we're asking for is that you not discontinue the community control, that you provide her with a last chance. And I know that she has had a lot of last chances, and I know that she's had a lot of leniency from this court, but I truly believe that she is working towards the right direction and will substantially comply and complete the IOP program as you directed. I think we have a real opportunity to not only protect the public from the 5-year term where she would almost definitely regress. We have an opportunity for this court to allow her to permanently correct her life and move forward and be a positive influence.
See, I don't look at it that way. She doesn't listen to me. She didn't listen to me last time. She's not listening to me this time. So I don't have the slightest ability to make her comply with anything. She decided after she got out of prison that she was going to more or less blow off this IOP because she didn't want to do it. I guess I misspoke before, not realizing, then I went back and looked that she went to prison, as Ms. Wood said, out of Cuyahoga County. So that was your second time in prison.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, it was really awful. I almost got beat up every day over some of my medical conditions for the medicine they didn't give me. I'm very sorry. I just want to complete IOP and move on with my life.
Well, then you should complete it. Then you should complete it, complete everything else, and move on with your life. Because if you want to succeed, you'll succeed. That's simple. I mean, you can ask Todd Affey that if you see him over at probation.
Your Honor, we're just asking for an
I know
opportunity
what
to
you're
do
asking
that.
for, okay, and all I'm telling her is that if she's telling me that she wants to complete this and get on with her life, then she should complete it and get on with her life and stop talking about completing it and getting on with her life. Okay?
Yes, Your
And that's why I said you can hunt up Todd Affey at the probation department and talk to him about completing something and getting on with your life, because he was a 9-time OVI guy last time he was here. And completed everything immediately and is getting on with his life. You know why? Do you know why he's done that? Because he wanted to complete it and get on with his life.
I really do, Your Honor.
You need to quit looking for excuses around every corner.
Okay.
Because when you do that, you fail. And you've been doing that, and you've been failing. Okay? Succeeding isn't completing 8 things out of 10 or 9 things out of 10.
Okay.
It's completing all of them. Not for my benefit, not for her benefit, for your benefit.
Okay.
It ain't that complicated. All right, I'm going to keep you on community control. How many days you been in? 8?
9 days on the violation, Your Honor.
Nine days in jail with credit for 9. So you're going to, you are going to, the same terms apply. So you're going to start again in an IOP. And it's not going to be this thing where you pick up at session 22 because you've been there however many times. You're going to do the IOP. You're going to start from the beginning. and you're gonna complete it, you're gonna go to all the sessions, okay? And Ms. Randazzo will find out on a weekly basis what you've accomplished in IOP.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you're missing, then when you show up at probation, you're gonna get arrested. And you'll be back here to explain to me why you threw away another chance. Because there's 5 years here. And not only that, but if you end up going back to prison, you come out, like Mr. Harrison said, you'll be in worse shape. You'll come out and do the same thing again. Then they'll be looking at a hell of a lot more time. You figure out how you want to live. Anything else, Ms. Wood?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Harrison?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Otherwise,